Hi, I hope my English is not still in on the train. And before I start, I just short to present myself because it's the first time and I see a lot of you here. I've been actually trained as a landscape architect. So for me, a landscape is more or less the arena for my profession. But I'm not working as a landscape architect. I've never been actually. I've been more into the landscape history part of the landscape. Before that, wooden boat builder, for example, pattern maker at Volvo and so on. But now here as my role as a coordinator for Helge Model Forest. And I'm working at the Swedish Forest Agency, and I work in what is called the district level. And so I have my office in Hör, in southern part of Sweden then. So, okay. When I got this opportunity to be here today, I got some questions to be addressed. They should be asked to address today. In my presentation, and this is the two questions I focus on here then. How can the various stakeholders in a landscape work together to jointly create the synergies between different objectives? And for me, the answer is very easy and clear in a way, because it was thought about 10 years ago, actually 10 years ago, by the Bisvea area Vattenriket, Sven-Erik Magnusson, and the Economic Association Södra, Stig Lundström, and the Forest Agency, a colleague of mine, Erik Elöv, that model forest could be a concept to work with. And I think it'd be inspired with Vilhelmina model forest that was started 2004. So they went over and found more about this. Myself, I've been working with as a coordinator for 3 years now, I think. Yes. Before that, I had no clue of anything of this. So, and I also try to connect in the slides I have and what I show how what we are doing are connected to these global goals in Agenda 2030. So then, how can a landscape perspective contribute to the integration of objectives and actors? I will show two current examples, both taken from some of the key issues we have in Helge Model Forest. We have 7 key issues that we're working with, and there are the stakeholders have formulated them. It's not up to me or something, but it's from an underground perspective. And that is streaming water, brownification, rural development, hardwood forest values, peri-urban nature and participatory planning, future tree species in the landscape in concerning of the high grazing pressure, and of course disseminate knowledge and take initiatives so we can get the knowledge we need to actually do what we think is solving the problems we have. So, little bit concept model forest. I think for some of you, it's very familiar because I've got one more coordinator in the room here. Is for Bergslag and model forest, for example. But this is the 3 parts that that makes up a model forest. You have to work in a landscape scale. It's very important with partnerships. So the model forest is meant to establish a platform, or a model forest is a platform for collaboration and problem solving, and the dialogue is the tool for that. Then the true dialogue, not try to convince others, but to listen and learn in a way. And of course, sustainability That's in a way the theme of today. And then it's both economical, social, and ecological sustainability. So that's part of this modern forest concept. And so everything we do, it's according to the principles of a modern forest. So, and you can see here, it's connected to goal 17. Okay, then the background of the modern forest concept then. And the conflicts between logging companies and First Nation. It's Crown-owned the forest, but a lot of people living in the landscape and using it, and then they sell out the rights for logging, and then we'll often get conflicts. And they had tried this concept to solve those then. And actually, the Prime Minister of Canada tried to extend this concept and this summit in Rio, but failed in a way. But it happens that from that and until today, there are about 60 modern forests distributed on 4 continents. And in Sweden, we got 3 full memberships in International Modern Forest Network. And we will soon have a 1 year's anniversary. Okay, thank you. So
you said Vilhelmina, and that is you, and who is the third?
Bergslagen. Okay. I see. Sorry. So, and of course, as this 2030 is also connected with Agenda 21, that's connected to this. It's also Brundtland and this Rio, and then so it's every from this multi-governing level, so what's called. So, next, I will just show this because you get an overview. So where can you find the modern forests globally, in a way? And it's quite quick expansion in around the Mediterranean. And I think a lot of this I'm not so familiar, but I think a lot of these are actually connected to this, that someone owns the land, but other have something that it uses from the land. And that was Sweden 200 years ago, before this äganderättsfråga was been so popular. It was not important to own the land. The important was to have the right to use land, different things. So you can see, yes, this is a year old. We were candidates then, but we have now, as I said, fully membership. And this is also connected to Goal 17, of course. Then from the global scale to the national scale here, we go down to the land. Oh no, actually not the river basin scale or water catchment scale. That is Helge modern forest. So this is the landscapes I am working with, and or river basin, because this is made up of different landscapes. Preferably tree maybe is dominating here. So, and 3 counties. I think the Kronoberg and Skåne is the biggest parts. Jönköping is just one little part up here. 40 municipalities. Of these 14, there are 6 that are more dominant in the area. We got Kristianstad, for example, Hässleholm, Osby, Östra Göinge, Älmhult. And as I said before, it was initiated in 2006. And the starting point actually was connection to this climate change, maybe. Flooding in Kristianstad, heavy flooding, and destroyed the grazing lands there. It was just covered with this blackish something that was destroyed both for haymaking and for grazing. and they find a way to handle this. And I think Sven-Erik Magnusson had a thought that he could make a model forest already then of all of the a biosphere reserve of all of the area. But as a working in a municipality for a municipality, it's very hard to work outside their borders in a way. So that's why they thought model forest was a good concept. And that's why the biosphere reserve is just inside the municipality of Kristianstad. Because the water that ends up here has their sources up here. And also Hanöbukten is a big issue today. So what happens up here affects all the way down, and also this mottagaren av vatten, vad heter det? Ja. The recipient, yes, the recipient, yes. So, and we're talking a little about these levels in the landscape, as I just go from global, national, river basin, and then I think, but to get actually people feel involved, it's the parish perspective that's very important. We had an open meeting in Älmhult to see if with the stakeholders to get them interested to work with this, and they said to us, you can't have an open meeting like this once more. You had to get down on the parish level in a way. And you see what the words work. I see some here don't say planning, because then people just go there and don't say local community. But parish is very good, I think. So it's like you said also, that it's more like a thought. I think for me it's a landscape. It's a picture. Everyone has a picture. It's a big difference, but it doesn't matter actually. You can grasp a landscape because you know about what it is. Something. So, and working here, when then hope, we promote inner shift, hopefully leads to sustainable development and So, anyone know how much time I have left?
A few minutes.
Few minutes, okay. Okay, just an overview of the stakeholders, and we'll not go in this. So those are now actually engaged in this on different levels. Some is just like we're making projects with, and some is very active in the steering committee, and someone we have working with this key issue with, and someone with these key issues. So it's also about, we're still on goal 15. So then I will, to be a little more specific, this is the key issue, brownification. Brownification and streaming water is the most important parts of the model forest work. And of course, as the water quality depends a lot about land use. So this is something for the forest itself. It's brought up in the beginning by the landowners around Möcken. We had a workshop there to formulate the key issue and how we should work with it. So one of these, no one knows exactly what to do. So that's a big problem. So we have, for example, students from Kristianstad Högskola measuring the color of the water in a forested area with a lot of needle and in a more agriculture-dominated area. And you can see a big difference from coffee to almost tea. And so the land use has an impact there. And this is actually from our last meeting with some of the people in the steering committee. For example, we got Roger Jonsson, head of this Swedish, I don't know, Södras förtroendevald är han, just det. Jonas Dahl, limnolog, markägare, Ingvar Nilsson, landskapsekolog också. Christiansen, politician, teacher at Osby forestry school in a way. And that's me, and that's Emma Kritzberg from Lund University. And this good thing is with people what actually are interested in one thing, but with very different perspectives. It's very fun to do this work because you learn a lot and you get a more complex a better build of what maybe the next step we can work with. So, rural development, another key issue. And here is local heritage associations that are very active together with the municipality, and they want to enhance their local environments. So this is about the human settlements a lot, and also for life on land, for example, working with here. So they want to restore this old former grazing land and wooded meadow here, highlight the cultural remains along the old watercourse, maybe to get some more knowledge about this very special limey waste product mesa and what's up there today. Old railway, want to work with, so this is a lot of peri-urban nature and how to get people out and enjoy the closer, but it's also for tourists and to show what they're proud of from in this village. So and it could also be about hydropower, but this is of course a water reservoir for a hydropower station down here, and this is and this also a drinking water reservoir for Älmhults municipality. So it's if talking about other parts of this, we had to keep in mind. Okay, I think I stop there.
Thank you.